Hello everyone, my name is Maxence Baruzzi and today I have decided to record this video because I am not in Toulouse, I am in Quinsac, which is a small town just next to Bordeaux, and I was walking on the streets because I wanted to do some sports. And when I was walking, I saw a lot of things on the floor and I saw plastic on the floor. And I said to myself, why this plastic is here? And I know that a lot of people uh, likes, but they don't like it, but they are throwing things on the floor. They are throwing plastic on the floor, or as an example, when someone is smoking, he could be able to throw its smoke on the floor, and it's a real problem because it's going to pollute the water. It's going to pollute our everything around us. So with my friends Marin, Hugo and Antoine, we have decided to develop a new project against that. It means we're going to go on the streets in big towns because we can see many things on the streets of the big towns. We can see more things on the big town streets than on small town streets like where I am here today. And we're going to take everything that we're going to find on the floor and to throw it on trash because we don't want to see things on the street floor. So we know that it's not really not going to be to have a real impact, but if we are allowed to see streets that are cleaner, it's going to be better for everyone, and the streets is going to be more beautiful, maybe. So we are going to do that, and I think that is going to be very interesting. So they are going to talk about that to you. Here I just wanted to introduce it with my example, and I don't want to see that anymore. So I think that you're going to to let us do our project and to help us doing that. But the best thing to help us it's when you have something, you don't throw it on the floor, please. It's very important. So next they are going to talk to us, and thank you to listen me.
Hello, I'm Hugo. As you can see in the previously part, waste is everywhere in our lifestyle. On average, each day one person throws 1.2 kilos of waste. And so in France, we throw 33.2 billion waste per year. It's crazy, no? I think it is. So let's see the option to limit, to curb the production of waste. The solution is very simple, but this solution can be reached only by the firm. The solution is to reduce the production of packaging. And this solution can be reached only by the firm because they are responsible for the production of packaging. So we have to reduce our own production of packaging because the firm made this packaging for us. Firstly, when you do your food shopping and especially your vegetable food shopping, you should stop use plastic bag and you should turn your plastic bag into a cloth bag because the cloth bag is reusable. I will show you another example at the cruise of NSET. In this COVID-19 crisis, all the canteens are closed. They are only open for takeaway. So the students come take the meal, but too many rubbish and waste are produced for a simple little meal. I think the cruise should encourage students to come with their own Tupperware, to take the food, put in, and go eat outdoor. Like that, the sanitary rules are still respected as social distancing, and there will be less waste for a simple meal. Everybody is happy. By the same token, supermarkets should reintroduce more and more the bulk selling, like in the past. Like that, you come with your own food box, you put the rice, put the pasta, there is no detritus, no rubbish. And so we have to change the mindset of people. Stop throw rubbish waste in the street, only on the dumpster. Thank you.
There is in the 7 continents that is a third of the size of the United States, but completely uninhabited. And that for good reason, since it consists of an accumulation of plastic waste in the ocean. In 1997, the American oceanographer Charles Moore discovered the first vortex of waste in the sea, an area of 3.4 million square kilometers contaminated by floating plastic waste, accumulating in the North Pacific Gyre, a giant swirling mass of water formed by the ocean currents. Broken down into small pieces and microparticles, the waste form a plastic soup that is invisible to naked eye. Similar pollution can be observed in other gyres in the Atlantic or in the Indian Ocean, for example, with harmful consequences for the marine biosphere due to the toxicity of certain plastic and their high level of concentration in the seawater. In total, the gyre contains 7 million metric tons of waste. The vortex of waste in the North Pacific could cover an area the size of Europe in 20 years. Once you realize that it takes 450 years for a plastic bag to decompose, you realize the emergency. We must take a stand against plastic waste with sustainable solutions, such as water treatment and innovation to drive the development of biodegradable plastic and waste management, to make the sea pure and clean again. All this pollution is directly linked to poorly managed waste. For example, waste on the ground or bad storage are washed away by water in river and stream to the ocean.
Collecting garbage would be great to help those who clean up and will help make the streets cleaner. However, picking up garbage on the streets has very little impact on the environment. Indeed, it is the mass production of non-biodegradable or sustainable products such as plastic bags, as explained by Hugo, that is largely responsible for the large amount of waste. Disposing of this waste in appropriate place reduces its harmful impact on the environment and biodiversity, but this does not solve the problem of waste because its treatment generates a lot of air pollution, including for recyclable waste. This is why the only viable solution in the long term is to drastically limit the production of unsustainable products and to give preference to reusable products that could be kept for many years, and of course to reuse those already produced. Ideally, the packaging of many products, often overpackaged, should be reduced, but this seems to be quite complicated for some, such as liquids. Nowadays, Europe exports a lot of waste to Asian countries, where recycling can be cheaper but sometimes not regulated enough. As waste ends up in nature, governments must act to reduce this more than significant pollution. On the one hand, by stopping the export of waste for recycling in Europe. On the other hand, by taking decisions that encourage companies to produce with more recycled materials, or even to produce less. To come back to our project, we think that it will be interesting to join an already existing association to be more efficient and useful than simply collecting the waste we see in the streets. Thank you for listening to us.